All right. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and I would have addressed it in our last episode if I knew about it, but apparently, like the same week that we recorded our episode talking about Lord of the Rings, there was an announcement from Amazon for a new series, like in the
Yeah,
Lord of
I
the
heard
Rings
that.
universe. Yeah, and a bunch of people hate it because they're racist.
Oh,
Ha ha. They understand that the races in Lord of the Rings are made up races, right? They
Yeah, and
know that, right? It's important to me that they know that.
yeah, they're all like fictional things, like dwarves and elves. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's unrealistic, one, to expect them all to be white, and also yeah, they're made up, and a bunch of them are
They're
like
not real.
talking about like actually J.R.R. Tolkien's vision, blah, 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 for, like it matters, you know,
Yeah.
like
I don't like
from
why
what
can't
I've
people
heard,
just
the
take a
guy didn't even
fucking
care about the character details, like race and stuff. He wouldn't give a single fuck about if the elves are white or not. He cared
I
like
mean, I think
about
this kind of like
minutia. Like he wrote like extensively about what kind of sandwiches the hobbits ate.
the hobbits were specifically not eating very large sandwiches. That is ridiculous.
yeah, here's the thing. Kind of I think Tolkien kind of understood what MLK understood, which is that we should judge characters not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Um, and so sup- just they're not real anyway. They're not
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
not
video that I
real.
watched. I think it was from Ethan is online. I'll link it in the description, but the video goes into greater detail than I want to go to right now. But
Then you have
yeah,
the
basically
willingness
it's
and
ridiculous, this
stored
reaction to it.
virginity. Yeah. So I'm in terms being like a now like I'm coming into my fucking Lord of the Rings fanness, having being introduced to this now. Like hearing this announcement, I'm like, oh, okay, I chose the right time to get into this because now I can just kind of like I can go through all of the series like a nice little line of cocaine and
Yeah.
just see how it goes. You know
And
what I
like
mean?
when we did that
And
episode, I was like, "Oh, that's cute. We're doing this series. You know, it's not like we're just chasing clout because there's like a new sequel coming out or whatever."
it was
But
an actual like, oh, we didn't know that this was happening. It's kind of
yeah,
cool that we didn't know that a new series was going to come out, and we
just
decided to
happens to
watch Lord of the
be
Rings.
that there's a
Um,
new series.
I don't know. Let's just agree though that whenever a new series comes out for something that is as big as, let's say, Star Trek, Star Wars, or Lord of the Rings, you're gonna piss off at least a quarter of the fan base.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
like
inevitable.
the
Like
thing
at
that
least a
people
quarter
seem to
will
be
be
mad
like,
about is just the fact that there is a black person in the in the trailer, and now people are like, I don't know, they're like going off on it and like saying that it's too woke because there's like a woman wearing armor and like a
wait,
single
are you
person
saying
of
that
color.
women who are in battle don't need armor?
I guess
What do you say?
these supposed fans think that women shouldn't be in battle. They should be like having kids or whatever. I, I don't know.
Are they
Like
saying
people
that
are
female
like, "Oh,
hobbits
what
should be in the kitchen?
oh, what now Frodo's going to be a non-binary they them? Is Gandalf going to fuck Sam?" Like
This is
that was a
all
real
before
thing.
all of that. They know this, right?
I just yeah, these people pick and choose what should and shouldn't be quote unquote historically accurate. Like,
This is
actually,
made
like
up.
because of the geographic location, and women typically didn't have combative roles in the whatever. And it's like, yeah, and they didn't fly like they didn't ride dragons either.
Yeah, and they didn't have enchanted fucking rings that had to be destroyed through a fucking volcano.
Yeah,
That's the difference. Oh, these people are.
they're
Oh my
yeah
gosh.
the
They need to
quote
take a
unquote real
goddamn
fans.
Xanax.
Yeah,
They
these
need
quote
to
unquote
relax.
these quote unquote real
Take a
fans.
goddamn Xanax and chill, bro. God, you're
They're
freaking out about a goddamn elf with fucking like a goddamn magic ring. That's what you're freaking out about.
Yeah.
Russia's going to invade Ukraine. You goddamn heathens. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, their suspension of disbelief ends right at like the inclusion of anyone that's not white and male and straight.
Also, it's fiction.
Yeah, and maybe the series will be bad, but it's not because it's too woke or whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I just hope the series is good because I want to be entertained. That's my innocent take on this.
Yeah,
I hope it's
it's
good
like,
because I want this to be good. I like to be entertained.
yeah, it's like the sequel, the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I don't personally like it, but it's because like it wasn't well planned
story.
out and like
Yeah.
the story and everything. It's not because there's a woman and a black guy in it. Like that's
Yeah.
like I don't like the Star Wars sequel trilogy, but what I hate more is the people that also don't like it, but for like terrible reasons.
I just like thinking, and I heard this off of the podcast Game Grumps. Technically they're a Let's Play, but fuck off. Anyway, so people who freak out about Star Wars have to realize they're freaking out about a movie about space wizards.
Yeah.
And they just need to be like, stop yes-anding people, because this is a movie about goddamn space wizards.
Exactly.
Okay? Relax. Okay? If you don't like it, write a blog about why you don't like it. Okay? And I guess really all I'm freaking out about is people's First Amendment right to say what they think, but like also, don't ruin anyone's day.
Yeah, I mean the First Amendment
Thank
doesn't
you.
even
That's
play
all I have to
into
say.
it because like I don't know, it always bothers me when people use the First Amendment as like an excuse to just be an asshole because
Be a dick. Yeah.
if I criticize something that you say, I am not infringing on your free speech. Just like if you
No.
criticize a movie that you don't like
If
you're not
I
infringing on
criticize the
their
size of
free
your
speech.
penis,
Now, if I was
Exactly.
like, if I was like the president and I
Yeah.
sent a SWAT team to your house because we disagreed on what Star Wars movie is the
you
worst.
have the right to do that. No, the president can do that.
So you mean Twitter? Or so you mean Twitch?
Well, the president can do it to political enemies, but not Star Wars fans.
No, he can do that to anyone. He's actually the commander-in-chief of the U.S. military. He doesn't need a reason to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give a better example. Let's say I'm the mayor.
Guys, we
of
need
a
to
small
start
town.
taking away powers from the president. And to segue off of this, we need
Yeah,
to take away
yeah, by
powers
the
from
way-
the president because the president can literally do that.
Yeah, Trump assassinated a guy, but that's another conversation. But
That'll be covered in next week's episode.
yeah. Yeah, my point is we are not the government. We literally
No.
cannot infringe upon your First Amendment rights, so shut the fuck up about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the point that I wanted to make. So yeah, just
amen.
don't be an asshole. And if I say don't
Oh,
be an
also-
asshole, that's not an infringement on any of your rights.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you're gonna say it sucks, watch it first.
Yeah, people are just
Watch it
judging
first.
based on the trailer. And if there's anything
Watch it first.
to not like about the trailer, it's maybe that it's too like CGI heavy, but even then, we don't know how good the show is going to be.
Also, it's a TV show, so like relative to movies, it doesn't have like the same sort of like
Yeah.
budget.
It's
system.
it's
So,
not
like-
all going to be like The Mandalorian.
They can't spend like $1 billion on a robot. They have to use CGI stuff. So I know that because I did a year of film classes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of someone that did 2 years
In high school.
I
You know
agree.
what, Alex? Oh, well, still fuck you, but thanks.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Anyway,
fine.
yeah, that's
Anyway.
all that I really wanted to say about it. Don't be racist. Don't be like these quote unquote fans. It just seems exhausting being that racist.
I just-
Because you have to
just
care
don't be a
so much about
fucking
so many
dick.
things.
Like, here's my mantra: don't be a dick. Treat people fairly.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
be a
it's-
dick. Treat people fairly.
It's so easy not to be racist. All that you have to do is just not do it.
All you have to do is like just be nice.
You
That's
don't even
it.
have to
Thought of
be
that.
nice. Just don't do it. Don't be racist. It's
I mean, you just.
so
I
easy
guess
not to do stuff like that.
I look at it like you just have to be equal opportunity nice to people.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's the
Um,
moral of the story. But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna continue talking about the Lord of the Rings movies. But the appeal of our show will be
Mhm.
that we don't care what the melanin percentage is in the actors.
Yeah, unless the topic of the conversation is in fact an issue regarding the melanin concentration in your skin.
Yeah,
Then we
the
take
only
more of
thing
a
that I would
scientific
say about
approach.
the only thing that I would say about it is maybe the Lord of the Rings movies could be a little bit more diverse. Maybe they don't all have to be white.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That's
Sure.
that's about the extent of my racial
You know what?
analysis of Lord of the Rings.
You know what? The producers should just be like, "Hey fans, diversity, yes, no? Yes? Cool. Let's do that."
Mm-hmm.